overtime shootouts. The winner will advance to play Diamond Hill in the area round Tuesday, and that is the road to your UIL state championship presented by your Texas Ford dealers. And there you can see the matchup tonight for the bi-district round. That's going to be the Gatesville Hornets versus the Ferris Yellow Jackets. This is Lee Jaynes, your host, and joining me tonight is my co-host, Jacob Padgett.
Well, thanks, Lee. And as usual, professional introduction. Gatesville Hornets come in with an 8-4-2 overall record. They're 6-1. They're second in their respective district. Yellow Jackets are 9-10-3, and right now, the Ferris Yellow Jackets, they don't have just one person leading the charge with scoring. Like Lee says, it's about 3 or 4 players. It's pretty much their entire offense able to score goals. Meanwhile, on the Gatesville side, it is no doubt that their soccer program is headed by, no pun intended, by Mr. Hector Silva, and also Oswaldo Leon, who's out tonight. That's gonna hurt them a little bit. Oswaldo Leon is a big loss. Nonetheless, though, the rest of the team is really excited for the moment to step up. And of course, what do they say? Look, we want Oswaldo back. Only way to get him back is to take care of business tonight and get another opportunity to win or get another opportunity to play. Ferris Yellow Jackets look to move on as well. This is going to be a close game. Again, I think it's going to be a well-matched game. Both these teams are not here by accident. We keep saying that. This is a bi-district game. These games get real tense, real exciting, and I'm very excited for the matchup that we have because I believe this is going to be a back-and-forth game between the Yellow Jackets and Hornets. And if you've ever seen those two fights on Animal Planet, it's pretty close every time a Yellow Jacket and Hornet get together. Well,
in the 6-year program of the Ferris Yellow Jackets, this is the first time that the boys have made the playoffs. This is a huge moment for the seniors of the team this year, and I know they're looking forward to it, as well as any senior that is on any team that makes the playoffs, because you got the excitement of being in the playoffs, but you also have the, I guess you would call it, the nerves of this may be my last high school soccer game. So emotions run both ways as we get ready to see these teams go at it. And we'll give you you want to go ahead and give them the Hornet roster there, and then I'll go through the Yellow Jacket roster real quick afterwards.
Yes, absolutely. All right, 0, you have Nathan Torres. 0, 0, Levi Villagrana. Number 1, Javier Bonilla. Number 2, Jack Armstrong. Number 3, Adrian Rivas. Number 5, Cooper Combs. Number 6, Dustin Spillman. Number 9, Hayden Blanchard. Number 10, Hector Silva. He's their goal leader for the Gatesville Hornets. Number 11, Frankie Medina. Number 12, Garrett Weatherly. Number 14, Eduardo Silva. Number 15, Diego Gomez. Number 16, Daniel De La Torre. Number 17, Leonardo Leon. Number 18, Malachi Olvera. Number 19, Dominic Romero. And that is your Gatesville squad. Also, number 20, Jaden Moore, who in the season has ran the cameras for our
broadcasting
Gatesville
crew. Yeah,
that's correct. And then number 21, Bo Kelly.
That sounds like a lead singer of a folk rock band, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Kelly.
Now for our Yellow Jackets roster, we got 0, Diego Malpica. Number 1, Emilio Delgado. Number 2, Abraham Oliva. Number 3, Daniel Diaz. Number 4, Emiliano Pedrosa. Number 5, Adele Rubio. Number 6, Ian Rivas. Number 7, Benjamin Harp. Number 8, Carlos Sotelo. Number 9, Pedro Monroe. Number 10, Neri Nigeria. Yeah. Number 11, Joseph Pacina. Number 12, Jaden Garcia. Number 13, Ramon Garcia. Number 14, Andre Marquez. Number 15, Victor Torres. Number 16, Daniel Rodriguez Rivas. And number 17, Roberto Pozo. Number 18, Giovanni Rodriguez. Number 19, Giancarlo Valdez Cisneros. Number 20, Giovanni Gutierrez. Number 21, Alexander Lara. Number 22, Andreas Aru. Number 23, Mohamed Azgul. And number 24, Isaac Hernandez. And their manager, Henri Fernandez. Head coach, Jesus Hernandez. Assistant coach, Eric Chalmar. And his other assistant coach, Christopher Waterman. And that is your Jello Jacket.
Felt like you had
roster.
a more challenging roster than I did.
I think I did. After I read that, I was sitting there thinking that halfway through, I'm going to have to tell Jacob, next time we're trading.
You did the short end of the stick there.
I drew the short straw, didn't I?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, my gosh. Well, once again, we are just about done with the rosters. You can see the gentleman taking the field there. You can see the records on the season. The Hornets 8-4-2, and the Yellow Jackets 9-10-3. Of course, we're coming to you from the courtesy of China Spring Cougar Stadium. It's a not as breezy of a night as it was a breezy day. The sun is hopefully going down pretty soon, because I don't know about you, Jacob, but all I can see is that big wheel in the sky.
Well, speak for yourself. I'm wearing a welder's mask right now. You folks at home watching may get a shot of this here in a minute as we get ready for the game to go. As the play goes back and forth, the camera may catch a glimpse of that set. Sun's setting right over the trees there. You were talking about the weather. This is actually ideal weather. These guys have played probably in some pretty nasty stuff. Soccer having games in January and February.
Weather. You are so absolutely right. I seen a game a couple of years ago that was being played on the field, and it was snowing. And it snowed so much you couldn't even see. I mean, look at the hash marks. They're all white. So obviously when enough snow gets on the field, you can't see the lines.
I tell you what, I would hate to do a header when it's 30 degrees. That ball has got to feel like a cinder block on your head.
I would hate for that pellet to hit me anywhere whenever the temperature gets anywhere close to 40 degrees or colder.
I don't know, Lee. You got a chrome dome. I think you'll do more harm to the ball than the ball will do it to you.
It would sound like somebody catching second gear and chirp off my forehead. I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, looking forward to see. This is going to be a very, very high-speed game, I'm predicting tonight. Both of these teams are fast and furious, and I believe they're going to be going full throttle down there on the field. So I almost feel like whenever we get the Yellow Jackets playing the Hornets, I want to like, what's the buzz for the game, huh?
Yeah. All kinds of.
There's all kind of anecdotes that'll probably be coming out during this game.
So the Gatesville Hornets mascot's nicknamed Buzz. So I wonder what the nickname for the Yellow Jackets mascot is.
No telling. Stingy? I really don't know. I don't know what they.
Stingy. Yeah, I don't think it's stingy.
It'd be interesting to see if we can find out that. I want to find that out.
Let's see if our NFHS broadcast team here we can find that out.
If you know, text that in to me. What's their mascot called? You can text that to 254-216-3574 and tell us what the because we know that the Hornets mascot is called Buzz. What is the Yellow Jackets mascot? What's his name? Stripes? No, Stripey? No.
Would you quit trying to throw a Y on everything? Stinky, Stripey, Fly.
Well, I'm just thinking back to, Striper back in the day. They were the.
That sounds like a fish.
Well, that was a rock group in the 80s too. Okay, all right, I'm just saying.
All right, now the coaches.
Not that I was around in the 80s or anything, but
We are old, Lee. We are old. Let's just face it. I'm just a couple years behind you, but I'm old too. Coach Campbell.
Well, one of the first signs that you're old is when you get out of bed in the mornings and it sounds like a cereal commercial, snap, crackle, and pop going off there. Anyway, all right. Well, both of these coaches, I hope they had a good powwow beforehand and then with their players and said, hey, this is next level, bi-district playoffs. This is a bigger stage for us. Let's go out there and act like teams that deserve and need to be here.
Well, let's talk about the goaltenders. Gatesville Hornet goaltender Javier Bonilla. We're talking about this as a tense game, but he's no stranger to tense games. He's been part of shootouts, penalty shootouts, and all. It don't get more tense than that for a goalkeeper to be involved in one of those situations. And he's came out victorious for the Gatesville Hornets on that.
And you're absolutely right. I think it was 2 out of the last 3 district games that Gatesville played ended up in a shootout, and Gatesville won in the shootout with a last shooter save by their goalkeeper.
Boy, the air's got to get heavy. Man, it's like that's like the Eminem 8-second beginning song if you're the goalkeeper right there.
Oh my gosh! And it's nothing else going on except you and the shooter. And I mean, he's close enough that on the cold nights, you can see the frost from each other's breath. And you're staring each other down, and the winner of that aspect is always the person who anticipates correctly, because more times than not you will anticipate wrong. Just saying. All right, it looks like we are getting ready to get underway here for the first kickoff of the game. And we're going to take a quick break right before kickoff.
Game is brought to you by your Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas.
And there we go. We're underway, Jacob.
No. Look for this to be a speedy process for both teams. Both teams have speed. Both teams have got size so far now. Gatesville with it, looking to strike early as they want first blood against the Yellow Jackets. Jack Armstrong now kicks it and immediately blocked by number 5, Abdul Rubio there. And just like that, the ball is now in the Gatesville zone. Like I said, both these two teams very fast. And that's like it's going to be out on Gatesville.
And just for a reference, the Gatesville is in the white jerseys tonight, and the Yellow Jackets are in the black jerseys.
Ball's going to go out on. Looks like it's going to go out on Ferris.
Yeah, that was a Yellow Jackets out. So this will be a goal kick for the Hornets. And right there you can see, look at that shot right there. The sun coming down in the camera view. It looks like a beam of light from an alien spaceship.
Oh, it does, yeah. Well,
look how pinpointed that is. All right.
Or it could be an omen for tonight. One of these two teams, the sun will set on their season.
Take me to your leader.
Right, ball being kicked back. That'll be number 3, Daniel Diaz. For Ferris handling it. And for Gatesville, number 5 was.
Wow, he hit the air brakes on that one.
This is going to be a possible shot, but that's good defense by number 14, Eduardo Silva, making sure that his goalie doesn't have to do the work. Good complimentary defense for Gatesville. They kick it out of danger zone. Hector Silva now. Never really got any contact on it, but he's going to be able to get this ball in. They're going to give it to Jack Armstrong. And you ever seen this young man play? You'd think his last name should be Legstrong. He has got a boot on him as he was a field goal kicker, place kicker for the Gatesville Hornets football team. One of them, him and Hector Silva. Hector Silva now.
Oh, nice lift right there in between two defenders.
Blanchard.
And the Gatesville was trying to center that ball so that they could have a squared up shot on the goal. Nice thought, nice move there, but it gets taken out of bounds.
Jack Armstrong throws it in. Blanchard kicks it to Armstrong. Armstrong playing aggressive defense here. Comes away with it. Here comes Silva. Silva's does a strike, and it's just to the left of the goal. And as number 24 didn't have to really put any effort on that, Isaac Hernandez, as he didn't have to touch it at all, but he's going to kick this back to his team. And so far now, Gatesville has the closest to a shot on goal early in this bi-district matchup.
So you know how to tell when you're doing a good job on your broadcast for the evening? Whenever the head man for your sponsorship is watching and texts in the answer to the question you ask. So we got Dave from Higginbotham's. He texted in, and the Yellow Jackets mascot's name is Buzz.
Are you kidding me? That's original.
How about that?
We got Buzz versus Buzz.
It's too bad they both couldn't have been here tonight.
No,
We could have had like a halftime dance-off.
Yeah.
Let's take it old school.
There's Medina.
But he played
Armstrong.
tricky.
Yeah. So Armstrong was trying to kick it out. A lot of times this has worked for Gatesville. Just kind of kick it about as far as you can, and Hector Silva can use his speed to break through the opponent's defense.
Wow, that was a nice about 40-yard kick by the Ferris goalkeeper.
Isn't it weird? About everybody on the soccer team could be a place kicker for their respective varsity football team.
Well, there's a reason that a lot of football teams like to pick soccer players to be their field goal kickers because of the amount of control they have on the ball, the way they're used to kicking the ball. I think they ought to make change the football. Make the soccer ball like a football. Boy, you want to make a soccer game challenging?
Yeah, you. Can you imagine? You think your ball's coming right to you and just goes at a 90-degree angle in midair, and Blanchard
I think they call
finds
that
his way
game
to the
rugby,
ground.
don't they?
Yeah, I bruise like a banana, so that is not a sport that I'd want to get down in. But looked like Blanchard for the Gatesville Hornet. He took a spill there. It was just incidental. And Ferris is going to wind up with control here. We're just over 5 minutes in this matchup so far between Ferris and Gatesville for the bi-district championship. And what's fascinating about every game that you win is a trophy for your school's trophy case. So that's what makes these games so exciting. There'll be a trophy presentation after every single game. So these games really do matter. And that's off the head of Armstrong.
Oh, that was out on the official.
Official getting involved in there and
yellow card him.
Wants to be the story of the game, yes.
Somebody's looking for some attention. No, I'm joking.
All right, this is in danger zone here. As Ferris is trying to control it in the Gatesville zone, but Gatesville's going to clear it.
They got a whistle on that one.
This is Malachi Overa kicking it out for Gatesville.
Big boot, big boot.
Blanchard kicks it, but there's nobody home. Ferris showing good control. Yellow Jackets want to do something with the ball down here in the Gatesville zone. And number 14 was trying to get in the action. That's Andre Marquez. And he was trying to get something going, trying to do a spin move, and then kicked it. It was off the head of Armstrong, and that goes out of bounds. But once again, Ferris will retain the possession. Boy, wouldn't it be something if their nickname for the Yellow Jacket mascot was Bueller?
You stole that one from me, man. You plucked that right out of my forehead. Where's the mascot?
Bueller. All right, looks like he had to go run 3,200 meters. This will be a corner kick for the Yellow Jackets, the first one on the evening. Still in dangerous situation now for Gatesville. Armstrong now tries to kick and clears it. Here comes Hector Silva running full speed.
Oh.
Gatesville's going to get that little contact made, and Armstrong does it.
Look at that. That was heads-up move right there. Don't give him time to set up. Put the ball down, kick it. Here goes. Oh, Silva gets that one kicked away out from underneath him.
That was a good idea. Armstrong did that, like you said, that hurry-up style offense and was getting it to Leonardo Leon. And Leon then immediately passed it to Hector Silva, who was almost on a one-on-one situation there.
And that's one of the things you like about that kind of heads-up play on the throw-ins and kicks like that. You don't have to wait for the official to tell you to do it. All you got to do is set it and go.
Yeah, there is no whistle to be blown or anything like that. Armstrong now gets it to Silva. It looks like that's just a little outside. Unable to walk the line on that one. Ferris will get the possession. Oh, did you see that? It was a nice little side foot pass that Yellow Jacket did. That was number 14, Marquez.
And both teams struggling with the throw-in right now, trying to get the ball in play and keep it in play.
Well, they're throwing real close to the sideline there because the opponent's not giving up much grass. This will be on Gatesville. This will be Gatesville's ball. And remember, Armstrong's looking to put it into Eduardo or Hector. That's over the head of Hector. Leonardo tries to head it, doesn't high point the ball just right. And here comes Ferris trying to get it into the Gatesville zone. Armstrong does a good job to keep it where it is. Medina keeps that ball.
I think for Gatesville tonight, how well that Armstrong plays is going to play a big key factor for them. Yes, you got Hector Silva that's going to be their potential scorer, but if Armstrong can keep the ball positive for Gatesville all night long, that's going to be a lot more touches for Hector Silva. In the meantime, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lee.
In the meantime, on Ferris' side of the ball, they're doing very well at their speed attack, moving to the ball, moving to the offensive players, trying to disrupt everything. Silva has not gotten a good, solid moment to hold on to the ball very long at all so far in the match.
Well, you know that the Ferris defenders now, they've keyed up on Hector Silva. They're basically challenging Gatesville, hey, somebody else is going to have to beat us, but we're not going to let number 10. But, again, it's going to be how much conditioning. And this will be a corner kick for Gatesville. And the thing about being aggressive on Hector Silva is that can tire out a defense. It's exhausting. This will be the second one. It's exhausting trying to chase that young man down, and Ferris right on top of it. Another opportunity here.
Oh, good chip into the middle.
And there's Cooper Combs there. Armstrong not letting himself get bodied against the Ferris offense here. Playing some defense. Now it's kicked in the Gatesville zone. Bonilla's there. And he's going to reset his teammates here. Kick the ball when they're ready. Another kick with a good hang time there. Off the legs of Leonardo. And that was going to be number 16 of Ferris, feeling the pressure immediately. That was Daniel Rodriguez-Rivas. He felt the pressure immediately by Leonardo Leon and decided to kick it to his goalie, get everybody to reset.
I saw the official ball went right in between his legs. He's just going to step there and said, no, that's a crossover.
That's McCombs here was challenging Ferris there to keep that one-on-one situation from happening. And almost like number 16, Daniel Rodriguez-Rivas was trying to kick that ball about 20 yards out, but he was guarding. Now Hector Silva now, one man to beat. A lot of times they have to stop the breaks. Does a pass to Leonardo Leon, and it's just they can't quite get their feet up underneath it. Almost a breakaway scoring opportunity for Gatesville.
Ooh, that was almost a hands on Ferris there. Fortunately, that wing he almost did it again.
The coach might want to take that young man's hands behind his back.
We're going to have to run some drills on that.
Yeah. I think it was 2 handballs. A coach might just say, hey, let's just get some 550 cord and tie your hands together.
We're going to have to rethink this one. All right. That ball went out on Ferris. It's going to be a inbound. Or is it a kick? They're bringing it all the way back.
Looks like
Oh, no, they're going back. What are they going to do? Make up my mind.
They're over here faking. That's going to be a kick.
Let's see how far we can put this downfield. Boom.
I believe the ref has a question. He had his hand up.
He was that kid in class. Oh.
We're almost out of the period without homework.
Mr. Cotter.
Speaking who's done his homework, Leonardo Leon taking place of Oswaldo Leon and stepping up in his absence. That was a great job by Frankie Medina, keeping that ball from going out of bounds and giving Gatesville an opportunity to possess the ball down here in the Ferris zone. Got Eduardo here now, trying to pass it to Hector. Not a bad idea, but he's being double teamed. It almost seemed like they've assigned a defender to guard him at all times. It's not a dumb decision by Ferris. I'm sure they've seen a lot of footage of Hector Silva ruining a lot of teams' defense. Like I said, he has the ability to braid the defense, go in and out, stop on a dime, do it. He can do a 180, kick the ball to his teammates. He can do accurate passing. Not a lot he can't do.
It's going to be a Gatesville throw-in on the far side of the field. And, man, this is where my favorite places to do throw-ins are, because there's so much you can do in a setup. Let's see what kind of idea they scheme here to do their throw-in.
Well, you've played soccer, so you're bringing your insight to what you've seen you played out at a varsity level too, didn't you? Junior high, varsity?
Yes. Started out in pre-junior high and played all the way through high school.
I myself is no stranger to soccer. I've played FIFA 2023 on the Xbox. There's that player you're talking about. He seems to be in the mix a lot early on, is Jack Armstrong. Oh my goodness, that was an empty net. And Ferris is going to draw first blood, and that looks like it's going to be we'll go to commercial break and we'll tell you who.
4x4 by you.
In Texas, we don't just drive trucks, we drive legends. And the time to buy one is Ford Truck Month. Get a stampede of savings on Ford F-150. Built Ford tough, like the folks here who drive them. Be legendary.
Hurry in to the final days of Ford Truck Month to get 2.9% APR for 72 months on F-150. Only at your best in Texas Ford dealer.
All right, that was Benjamin Harp scoring that first goal as Ferris draws first blood in this bi-district matchup against the Gatesville Hornets. And that was a play where Bonilla was trying to run up and grab the ball aggressively, and Benjamin just out-sprinted him and kicked the ball, and it was basically an empty net goal. Hector Silva being full-bodied by number 19, Giancarlo Valdez Cisnero. Boy, these young men have a lot of long names. Alrighty. This will be a corner kick for Gatesville here. In a dangerous situation for Ferris. They're able to clear it. Now we got Ferris with Gatesville Hornets all over them, but they're still advancing the ball here. That's going to find Combs. Right off the hips of Eduardo Silva. Number 9, Blanchard, putting on pressure. That was number 19. Rivas kicking it in or giving it to his teammate. And they're going to just pass it back to the goalie, let themselves reset here. He's going to kick it on the ground. The goalie is for Ferris. Oh, off the head, and that's going to be out on Ferris, and Gatesville will get the possession here. Still, it's going to be in Gatesville zone. Right now, the only mistake that Gatesville has made is just getting a little aggressive on a ball rolling to the goalie, and Ferris was able to capitalize. But other than that, good defense on both sides of the ball for Gatesville and Ferris. This will be out on Gatesville, so out on Ferris, so Gatesville will retain possession. Nope, right the first time. Ferris now has the ball. Throw in. We have seen a lot of throw-ins. My goodness. I wonder if this game's going to set... I wonder what the stat is for the highest number of throw-ins for a first half.
We're about to find out.
Yeah, well, we're... Dan Marino didn't throw this many passes in a football game. Blanchard kicks it out. Malachi tries to get it out, clear the zone. Here comes Blanchard. Leonardo makes contact with it. Ball goes nowhere. And that ball is going to be kicked out of the end zone, so Gatesville will get the possession. Still threatening, though, in the Gatesville zone is Ferris. We got Malachi Olvera kicking it off for Gatesville. Blanchard and Armstrong immediately playing defense as they collapse on number 11. And that's going to be Joseph Pacina. Bonilla rolls it to Leonardo Leon. And that should find the hands of Bonilla. And Gatesville will take control of this ball. Again, if you're just joining us, 1-0. As number 7, Benjamin Hart, was able to get Ferris on the board first for this bi-district matchup. So the winner of this game, Lee, I think they're going to move on to play, Diamond Hills?
Diamond Hill on the area playoff, which is slotted for Tuesday. Time and location yet to be determined.
All right, now. This is a penalty kick for the goalie?
Well, they brought the goalie way up because he's got a good control kick and so forth.
Ferris temporarily with an empty net. Soccer, that's not as huge of a
now he's having
deal.
To hustle and get back, and you'd like to have seen Gatesville to capitalize and get a quicker attack going whenever Ferris's goalkeeper was all the way up past midfield doing a penalty kick.
That was an interesting strategy, trying to give themselves an extra
player
on offense.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just one fast break away with Hector Silva and could have made him pay. Strong kick from number 24.
Guess what? The ball went out of bounds again.
Yeah, we're getting another throw in.
Another throw in.
I'm going to start keeping that as a stat. Hector Silva now. Just a little over, just wishes he can have that one back. Just missed Eduardo Silva just a little bit. Blanchard now challenging. Here comes Armstrong with the ball. There's number 6, Dustin Spillman, getting involved on the Hornet defensive effort. Blanchard now looking for a person throw. He's going to throw it, or excuse me, kick it to Silva. Eduardo Silva, that is. And that was number 21, Bo Kelly. Malachi looks to kick this back into the Ferris zone here. Give Gatesville a scoring opportunity so they can threaten. Spillman goes back to escort the ball. Make sure it doesn't go out of bounds. And this will get into Bonilla's hands, and he'll be able to clear this out for Gatesville. Just keep it away from the sideline so we don't have a throw-in after throw-in.
I think we've had our fill of throw-ins for tonight. Oh, watch it. I feel one coming on.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, look at Silva out juking 2 defenders, make it 3.
Wow, and pass between 2.
Gets the ball back, showing his skills. Just a little off target to Blanchard. Armstrong not letting Ferris get the ball, and he has a choice of two teammates here. Now he's got Hector Silva here, tries to get a shot on goal. Can he look to tie it? Ooh, Armstrong gets tripped up a little bit, incidental contact. And that's a scoring goal for Hector Silva. No surprise there.
And the Hornets tie it up as we go to a commercial break. We'll be right back after these words.
First National Bank has been your hometown community bank, serving you with the best in financial services. From checking, savings, home, auto, and personal loans, First National Bank does it all with the integrity of a true community bank, taking great pride in having served our community and the surrounding areas since 1912. Come see why Coryell County trusts our award-winning service with their financial well-being and security. First National Bank, always putting you first.
This game is brought to you by your Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas.
All right, we are back and action underway after the kickoff there. And once again, that was Hector Silva with the score to tie it all up between the Yellow Jackets and the Hornets. Either Buzz would be excited right now.
Absolutely. To quote a famous Adam Baker there, but not to take any goal away from Ferris, but I felt like that one was more of a kind of, we got another scoring situation, but look at there. Number 5 of Gatesville, Cooper Combs, does a great job of keeping Bonilla out of the fire on that one. Gatesville showing good complementary defense, but like I was saying, I felt like the first goal was a little, I don't want to say gimmicky, but it was kind of like just a mistake a little bit on the Gatesville side, whereas in this goal right here, Hector Silva just braided through the defense and got that goal to go in. That was just great passing, great offensive work by the Gatesville Hornets as it ties this by-district contest up 1-1. Already an exciting matchup. But look like this is going to be a corner kick for Ferris. Refs blow the whistle, and they're getting things sorted here. Ferris has control now. Ball's kicked. That's off the head of Armstrong. He's been getting his head in this game all game long.
Yeah, I was wondering where the whistle was. That was a hands call.
I almost wanted the no whistle call in that and just let that ball go out for. We almost had a breakout there. Nice strong kick by Malachi. Got Blanchard here, and here comes Spillman. And that was Ferris number 19 player there. That is going to be Giancarlo Valdez taking the ball away.
Wow, he centers that one as Bonilla comes out and grabs it.
Shot on goal, huh?
Yeah, that was a save by the save. There you go.
I can chew bubblegum and walk at the same time, sort of. That's number 6 on number 6 crime here.
Uh-oh.
Yep. That was a little too much contact by Ferris.
He called him, uh-oh.
Hey, good job by Armstrong there, not getting in the emotion. This game could get emotionally charged, pushing, shoving, no cheap shots. That's not what...
They had a little bit of chicken wing. That's what it looked like when he blew the whistle. He was like, chicken wing.
Great, I got that song stuck in my head, probably along with our other
You're going to have that earworm all night long now. Whistle. This gentleman is earning his keep, isn't he?
You're not lying, boy.
Whistle while you work.
A high-pitched little
We're
whistle.
going to be here all day, folks.
3 dogs coming up here. All righty. Got the Hernandez clears that out for Ferris.
Well, I tell you what, Armstrong is everywhere tonight for the Hornets.
Well, we know what Hector Silva can do. He's an offensive machine. He's got footwork. He's got skill. But like you said, Jack Armstrong plays aggressive defense, and he can be there to pass, to assist, headshots when they need to be, help control the ball, help possess the ball for Gatesville.
Well, prior to the game, remember, we were talking about soccer and strategies and positions and so forth like that, and I told you, my opinion is your midfielder is your field general. He's the one that's going to maneuver around and try to set everything up, control things from the defense and set up the offense. And, Jack Armstrong is doing a great job of that tonight for the Hornets.
And he's a junior, I believe, in Gatesville. Now, in a possible one-on-one. Oh, and that ball is just, oh.
Wow, what a great job. And who was that?
Looked like that was number 5. Is that number 9? Number 5? That was Cooper Combs. Already had him on here. Great job by Cooper Combs helping getting behind. That ball got behind the goalie, Bonilla. And Cooper Combs says, hey, this is a teamwork game. I got your back, goalie. You've had our back all season. Now this is going to create a corner kick for the Yellow Jackets. This will be their 3rd of the game. Gatesville Hornets not out of danger zone yet. And the kick is up, and it's down, still not possessed by anybody. Looks like that's going to
go out of bounds.
On Ferris. I don't think anybody touched that ball, did they?
No, everybody was jumping and hopping and watching, but it rolls out of bounds and sets up a Gatesville goal kick.
Yeah, if you had to do a soundtrack to that, wouldn't it be like that Jump Around by the House of Pain?
Either that or Crisscross.
I think a lot of kids out here don't know who Crisscross is or was. And that's going to be number 3, booting that about 1,000,000 yards. That's Adrian Rivas.
Oh, Adrian. Okay.
Ding, 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 ding.
We can neither confirm nor deny that soundtrack was played.
Yes. All right, Spillman there. Off the shin of him and into the feet of Hector Silva. Oh, credit to number 22.
Look at Hector Silva. He's like, man, I want that one back. He's like, you got a good one there on me. You got me.
Credit to Andres Aru, who pretty much did aggressive defensive effort and kept Hector Silva on a one-on-one situation with their goalie, Hernandez.
Whistled that one on the offensive player made contact with Armstrong there. So this is going to be a Gatesville kick.
Malachi got a strong leg here. Of course, that's everybody on the Gatesville
squad. Oh, what a beautiful kick, man.
Spillman looks to control. Down here in the Ferris zone. Spillman gets the ball taken away by number 6. That's going to be Ian Rivas.
Passes this one back to Bonilla, and he just chops it back out.
Ball being dribbled there. Number 11, Joseph Pacina and Neri Nahara. And this is a one-on-one situation here, and that's going to go right off the crossbar. And Gatesville's going to be good. Just get this ball out of here. What?
Bonilla is going to have to take his fullbacks to dinner sometime this coming week because they have been there for him tonight so far. With 8 minutes left, his fullbacks have saved 2 potential goals on him tonight so far.
One for sure, the one that Cooper Combs had. I mean, that was behind the goalie inside the net, and he was able to control that one. Gatesville playing, like you said, complementary defense. Blanchard pass it to Malachi Oliveira. Oh my God, that was a little push in there going, but it's good, clean contact so far. Gatesville's going to get the ball here as Ferris dipped that ball just a little outside the line. Gatesville can get some substitution here. Okay, they got Blanchard running off for Eduardo, and then we've got Bo Kelly coming out for Medina. All righty, Malachi is able to take the ball away from Ferris with a headshot. Look at the footwork of number 10. That is Neri Nahara showing off his skills there.
And you're not going to believe this, but it's time for a throw-in.
No, wow. It's almost like you can set your clocks to it. Every 15 seconds, we got a throw-in.
I don't think we've seen one of those tonight yet, have we?
This will probably be the only second one of this evening. I'm kidding, folks. This is like 34th. Throw in there. Medina was playing defense against Nahara. Now Armstrong's going to throw it in. Says, hey, I can do that too. Many throw-ins they have. Hopefully they hit the... You might want to start doing arm workouts too in soccer. You had a condition for throwing as well, particularly in this game. This is number 6, Ian Rivas, trying to slow things down for Ferris. Off the head of Malachi. Rivas now desperately trying to get that ball into the Gatesville zone, and so far now it's in Gatesville zone. And it's going to be a throw-in by Ferris.
Oh, is that a area zoned for throw-ins? Gonna have to check to the zoning commission.
I think they think that blue paint down there is the area to kick the ball in that direction. It's off the head of Spillman now. Hector Silva temporarily held a little bit, but nonetheless, it's not called. And he's got a one-on-one situation here, and that's off the fingertips of the goalie. He still gets behind him.
Wow.
And that is going to be...
What a shot there. As a Hornet goal, Hector Silva off the hands of the goalkeeper, and we'll be right back after these words from our sponsor.
Higginbotham Brothers, serving communities for over 140 years. At Higginbotham's, we have always been committed to our local community. Shop our store for our full line of building supplies, choose from our top brands like all our steel products. Check out our full line of Valspar paints. We are your hunting and fishing headquarters, so come in for your hunting and fishing license. Higginbotham's proudly supports Gatesville athletics. Go Hornets!
This game is brought to you by your Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas.
And we're back, folks, and Gatesville's looking to threaten again. But let's talk about that last goal. I'm here to tell you that the goalie was in the right position, and that was Isaac Hernandez actually made a stop. He got both hands on the ball, but somehow there was enough velocity on that ball from Hector Silva to get behind the goalie and go for a Gatesville score as they lead 2-1. With 4 minutes left to go here in the first half of this bi-district matchup, Lee, that was pretty exciting to watch.
We unfortunately got somebody blocking our camera. This
will be a corner kick for Gatesville. Eduardo Silva doing the honors, looking. Oh, that was almost in there. Oh my goodness, Blanchard almost got that one to squeeze in. Oh wow, how did that not get in? You couldn't squeeze a sheet of paper between that ball and that goalpost. Wow, exciting. Armstrong does a quick throw in now. Oh, he's kind of tripped up here. Falls to the ground. And this is going to create probably a little penalty kick here. As the refs are going to get things here squared away. Tells the defense where they can be set at. Eduardo Silva going to do it from the opposite field here. Blanchard almost scored on the previous kick. Oh, and Hernandez does a good job for Ferris, just clearing that ball out of their own zone. As they nearly were down 3-1 thanks to the feet of Blanchard. Oh my goodness, that was exciting. Great defense by Ferris. Here comes Spillman now. Things getting real physical down here. Oh, strong kick, and that's going to fall in the hands of Bonilla. That'll be a shot on goal. Good job by Bonilla squaring up on that one and stopping that ball. That was about a 20-yard shot there by number 6, Rivas. Or excuse me, not number 6. As soon as that young man turns around, I can see his number. All right, anyway, we got Blanchard going down the sidelines, walking the rope there. One thing I'm noticing, Lee, is I see a lot of hands on the hips, a little breathing heavily for the Ferris Yellow Jackets. I want to know if maybe they've got some guys in there that's been putting a lot of steps in. This won't be a shot on goal, but it'll find the hands of Bonilla. They looked a little winded here, where Gatesville's still flying around. Hector Silva and Jack Armstrong and Blanchard still flying around the ball. I noticed a couple of the Ferris Yellow Jackets kind of walking back a little bit, and they're trying to conserve energy.
No, that's a good observation, and that is a question. Is conditioning a situation or issue here?
Yeah, as we're saying that, they got one young man just pouring water all over himself, still in play. Right here, now we're in the Gatesville zone, but Ferris has possession of the ball. Hernandez is saying, I don't care, just keep it away from me. All right, as time continues to tick, there's only 10 seconds left to go here in the first half, excuse me. Gatesville leads 2-1. And this is probably going to be all that she wrote for this first half.
Yep, that is the last touch on the ball of the half, as the Gatesville Hornets are leading 2-1 over the Yellow Jackets. And we're going to take a quick sponsorship break, and we'll be back with you right after our halftime break.
Coryell Welder Supply, locally owned and operated by Danny Scruggs, is your local one-stop shop for all your welding and metal fabricating needs. Located at 412 East Main Street in Gatesville, Coryell Welder Supply can provide you with welding gas, bottle rentals, welding rods, new welding machines and repairs, and much, much more. Give them a call at 254-865-5605 or drop by. You'll be glad you did.
You rely on your computer for everything you do, be it running a business or doing simple things like staying up with your social media loops. But what do you do if it suddenly gets slow or stops working? That's when you need to call Blazin Technology. We are the top-rated computer repair service in Central Texas, offering computer repair, virus removal, IT support services, and networking. Blazin Technology offers in-home and business IT support, or you can drop by our office at 502 East Main Street in Gatesville. Call Blazin Technology at 254-865-5227 today to keep your system running smoothly.
& Sons, serving Gatesville and surrounding communities since 1962. Need used auto parts? We have motors, transmissions, lights, mirrors, and wheels. All parts carry a 90-day warranty. We are Gatesville's only local glass shop. We provide glass replacements and chip repairs. Insurance claims welcome, so give us a call at 254-865-6269 for an appointment or questions about inventory. Quinton & Sons, we are Hornet proud.
Adventure. Our staff is highly trained to help our customers with the collision claims processing with all insurance companies. Our collision repair techs are fully skilled to make necessary repairs to get your vehicle back to pre-accident condition. And with our newly added paint booth and color match paint system, we can get your car or truck back on the road. So give us a call at 254-865-6338.
In Texas, we don't just drive trucks, we drive legends. And the time to buy one is Ford Truck Month. Get a stampede of savings on Ford F-150. Built Ford tough, like the folks here who drive them. Be legendary.
Hurry in to the final days of Ford Truck Month to get 2.9% APR for 72 months on F-150. Only at your best in Texas Ford dealer.
All right, we are back on the NFHS network here, broadcasting the Bi-District Playoff game between the Ferris Yellow Jackets and the Gatesville Hornets. And Jacob's got the stats up on the screen there for you so far in the game. Go ahead and give him the rundown, Jacob.
So we've got the score is 2-1. Shots on goal, 4 to the Yellow Jackets, 3. Corner kicks for Gatesville is 3, and so is Yellow Jackets 3. Both have had opportunities down there, and Gatesville very, very nearly squeezed out one thanks to the kick of Blanchard, but just barely missed the goal. No fouls. So far, it's been a clean game, and we're happy for that. And the Hornets have done a great job on defense. So is Ferris, the Yellow Jackets, as far as offense. They were able to squeak one by the goalie at Bonilla. And so far, it's been Gatesville, but it's a close matchup. This game it's tilted very little bit toward Gatesville, but make no mistake about it, Ferris Yellow Jackets are very much in it, and they're very much alive.
Well, 40 minutes on the clock to determine who will move on to the area championship to play Diamond Hill Tuesday night. Location yet to be determined because that will be completely based off of who wins this game tonight. And kickoff is underway, and here we go for second half action.
So less than 40 minutes, Lee. We'll be able to answer that question for you on who's going to meet Diamond Hill, when and where, or just where, if anything. So one important thing to add, it looks like number 7, Oswaldo Leon, is able to play here in the second half. So you are definitely right on that. It's a half. It's a half. So that's a big addition. Leonardo Leon did a great job of filling in. So now Gatesville showing up full strength here, as I know they're happy to see Oswaldo back. Medina walking the line. I mean, my goodness, he's
pulling his best Johnny Cash down there, wasn't he?
He was. I walk the line. My voice ain't deep enough. I can do Bee Gees.
Please don't.
I'm sure the NFHS crowd will tell us, our fans are complaining, get this guy off the mic. Anyway, looks like Ferris is showing off their dribbling skills here. Again, they haven't played that bad defensively. Not bad at all. I don't even say that bad. They have not played bad at all. Oh, my goodness, and that was a long shot goal from Eduardo Silva. Do we want to go to commercial? And we'll talk about it.
Hey, I'm David Venture.
Our staff is highly trained to help our customers with the collision claims processing with all insurance companies. Our collision repair techs are fully skilled to make necessary repairs to get your vehicle back to pre-accident condition. And with our newly added paint booth and color match paint system, we can get your car or truck back on the road. So give us a call at 254-865-6338.
All right, folks, we're back, and about a 20-yard kick for Eduardo Silva goes over the head of Hernandez. So Gatesville takes a 3-1 lead in the matchup, and oh my goodness, I think Hector Silva got his hands on that one as he slipped, and the AstroTurf monster got him. I don't even think they call it AstroTurf anymore.
No.
But my goodness, 20 yards, that was kind of it looked like he was getting ready to pass, and I think Ferris thought the same thing, and he just says, well, I'm about 2 foot open. Let me go ahead and give this thing a try, and kicks it and goes right over the head of Hernandez, and I'm not sure there was anything Hernandez could have done to stop that ball, Lee.
No, not at all. And that's some of the power and diversity it brings for the Hornets having Oswaldo back in the game. So we'll see what happens as the game progresses. See how the Yellow Jackets adjust to this and what kind of defensive scheme they're going to have in store to prepare for the potential attack of Silva and Leon.
Well, right now, the advantage is Oswaldo is completely fresh. And that was one thing that's going into the final minutes of the first half. A couple of the Ferris Yellow Jacket players, it just happens too. I mean, soccer's a lot of running, a lot of conditioning. A couple of them had their hands on their hips, and we saw one of them with the we saw one of them getting themselves doused with water in mid-play.
Yeah, I think he was starting to feel a little bit of the cramps and the heat of the game. I mean, 40 minutes of nonstop running.
That's tough.
If you're a marathon runner, how far can you run in 40 minutes? You know what I mean? 4 or 5 miles?
But we're saying that, and again, that's just credit to Coach Campbell and his squad on the Gatesville side. We got Jack Armstrong playing like he's not tired at all. Hector Silva still with his full maximized effort sprint. And you had Leonardo Leon. Then you had Frankie Medina towing the line full speed. It just almost seems like the, not trying to over criticize Ferris' defense because they're doing a very, very good job. It just seems like they're having a hard time matching up against that level of conditioning. Speaking of which, here comes Hector Silva. Was dribbling around 3 defenders for Ferris. Ferris able to turn it over. Now they're walking the line. Oh, look, he just barely stepped out, and that looked like that was...
We're going to do something that we haven't seen so far in the game. We're going to throw it in.
Well, that's a rare sight that you're seeing there, folks.
That's like a Yeti. Where's Bigfoot?
Well, I've got a sister-in-law there that comes over for Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'll have a location for you next holiday season. Moving right along, folks. We've got looks like Blanchard's kicking it back to his teammate Armstrong there. I mean, they're trying to get physical with Armstrong, but they're bouncing off of him as he's.
I tell you what, he's such a wow.
Did you just see this? It's going to be okay. They're saying that little too much contact there, and Ferris trying to play like they're doing a fast break there. Not a bad idea.
They wanted the ball quickly. That's what I think they were getting a little frustrated there because Jack, I think, held on to the ball a little longer than he should have. But it's all strategy.
Here we go. We got a scoring opportunity now for Ferris. And not a good contact coming through here on both squads here. Look at the effort on both sides for Ferris. And that, right up the head.
Goodness.
Almost a shot on goal for Ferris.
Kudos to him. That was a fantastic shot. I think there was a whistle on that, though.
It was a fantastic pass. He had 2 Hornets all over him.
Beautiful pass and beautiful headshot attempt, but nonetheless, there was a penalty down there.
So goal wouldn't have counted anyway. I think that missed the head of Jack Armstrong and Hector Silva here. Here's Leonardo putting pressure on Hernandez.
He was willing to sacrifice for that kick.
He was. Oh my goodness. Friendly forced contact by Jack Armstrong to the side ahead of his teammate who does an unintentional header.
I tell you, he's going to be feeling that one tomorrow.
Goodness gracious. Armstrong trying to give
Eduardo
a concussion.
That was the younger Silva.
Yeah. Silva's like, I'm on your team. And the thanks you get after scoring a 20-yard goal is you get a ball point blank to your side of your head.
Face plant.
I'm sure Armstrong and Silva are going to laugh about that one after the game, particularly more if the Gatesville Hornets can find a way to get victory here. Okay, now
whistle.
I was just going to say now, number 16 there, Daniel Rodriguez-Rivas kind of seemed like, and you tend to do this when you start to get yourself out of position where it seemed like he was doing a last-minute push as Hector Silva was trying to go right by him. A scoring opportunity for Gatesville.
Wow.
What a save by Hernandez. What a save. Great save by Hernandez. Great effort by the Gatesville offense, but I mean, my goodness.
That was one tremendous headshot there, and nonetheless a better save by the goalkeeper for Ferris because 9 times out of 10 that headshot would score.
Oh yeah. Absolutely, that would be it'd be a 4-1 game. There was I really thought it was about to be 4-1, but Hernandez said differently, and kudos to that young man.
Look at that. Boy, they got jerseys down there going on there.
They do, but just look. You just see a lot of white jerseys just flying all over the place around the ball.
Wow.
And look like just missed. It looked like Medina was trying to get Leonardo Leon there, just not quite on the same page.
DiCaprio or something, I don't know.
How long you been wanting to say that?
Here goes Armstrong with a big throw in.
Another rarity. All right, Hernandez is going to clear this out of danger zone for Ferris. He throws it now. I guess he wants to get into throwing action.
Well, typically a goalkeeper will throw the ball whenever they're wanting to keep it down out of the atmosphere, so to speak, and get a better beeline shot to his player. The other time they do that is whenever the wind is kicking up rather high. You want to throw the ball to keep it from getting doused around by the wind.
So a combination of breezy, and they want to miss the head of Jack Armstrong because he's the one that's been knocking those.
I'm looking at the flag down there on the field. If he would have kicked it, he would have been kicking head on into the wind. So that may have been one of the reasons he chose to throw the ball. A lot of goalkeepers will sidearm them like that whenever the wind is blowing heavy into their face.
Good call, Lee.
Thank you.
That's your prior experience. Again, they don't teach us that in the FIFA world.
FIFA 2025 done that.
Yeah. That was off the head of Daniel Diaz of Ferris, and now Ferris looks to keep it there. And a lot of contact being made, but that was just incidental. No calls made. Everything clean. Looked like that was Medina and Rivas getting together. Hernandez now found a break in the wind. Did you just see that high kick there?
Oh, my gosh.
The Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders can't even get their feet that high. I mean, Silva is just doing it all tonight.
No, you didn't.
Man, that was flexibility at its best. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. They're going to have to put that clip on Hard Knocks.
Yes. Are they doing Hard Knocks anymore? I think they're going to. Speaking of which, is number 16, Daniel Rodriguez Rivas there. Pass to his teammate. Now, Ferris striking, has an opportunity here.
And that goes wide.
And I'm going to tell you why it goes wide. You got number 5, Cooper Combs, making it hard for the Yellow Jackets.
You are absolutely right. And the thing is that was my Adam Baker deal. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Use a synonym for it.
I know Bonilla is sitting back there comfortable as can be, knowing that he's got his fullbacks and defenders back there doing as well as they are tonight for him.
Yeah, you're not lying about that. He's going to owe them a steak dinner either at El Tapatio or Ranchers in the local area.
And we got number 21 checking in.
This is going to be a corner
That's Bo
kick.
Kelly. Bo Kelly coming into the game.
Any relation to Coach Kelly? All
yeah,
right, it's going to be off
I
the
can
head.
almost guarantee it.
The opposite direction. You know, speaking of fullbacks and all that, I think Coach Kelly used to play.
Yes, he played at San Angelo.
Football, didn't he? Was he a quarterback?
No.
No?
No, he was I believe he was a receiver at San Angelo.
Yeah, he's got the height and size. Yeah,
I think he was out there. I don't know if he played there the same time that Coach Cooper did, I believe.
I tell you what, their kids are well balanced. I believe his wife runs marathons, and wasn't she almost going to the Olympics?
Yes, she was an Olympic contender a couple of times, I believe.
So strong. So Kelly's a strong family name for athleticism. And speaking of strong athleticism, the Gatesville Hornets offense is just showing, and defense is just showing up. Ferris is giving everything they have. They are definitely giving 100% effort here, and they are desperately trying to make this a one-score game here. And another corner kick by the Yellow Jackets. This is their 5th one on the evening now.
Well-placed ball.
Still in danger zone here. And they're about to take a shot. Oh, my goodness. That was Leonardo Leon keeping that ball from getting shot off of Rivas.
That was a wall of flying Hornets.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Rivas had an opportunity to take a shot less than 10 yards from the goal, and here comes Leonardo flying.
Well, the Yellow Jacket that I couldn't see the number that took the corner kick over there placed the ball so well. I mean, being able to drop one in on the backside of the goalkeeper, forcing him to have to turn around, it was really good. But man, the Hornet defense is so relentless down there.
You know, I wonder if Coach Campbell made these guys run a bunch the past week, because they are acting like they're not phased at all. This late in the game, I mean, it is just ridiculous that they still have this kind of speed and effectiveness. All right, now, Malachi Oliveira kicking it off for Gatesville. He gets this about 47 yards. And it's going to be off the head of number 21.
That young man's going to need some Tylenol after the game is
that's
over.
Alexander Lara. He puts...
Wow.
Ooh, number 5 locked in and kind of hooked the arm of Leonardo, not called.
Well, I think that was a good no call. Both of them were kind of pushy, shovey, grabby with each other.
Let them play. I like it.
Yeah, let them play until you see that it's getting out of hand, and then you got to put a stop to it.
Did you just see Blanchard there running full speed, neck and neck with number 7 of the Ferris Yellow Jackets? And that's going to be Benjamin Harp. Remember, Benjamin Harp has Ferris Yellow Jackets' only goal for tonight, as he hit one early in the first period. Another throw-in off the head of Spillman. Silva wants to keep it on the Ferris side. Ferris just wants, or on the, get it out of the Gatesville side, I should say.
He was wanting a whistle over there on that little play on the far side. I didn't know if you saw that.
Kelly playing great defense here. Ferris able to maintain possession of the ball.
Oh, there goes Armstrong.
He looked like he almost got spun around
Look at how quick he gets on the ball, makes the kick.
Wonder why they stopped the penalty, or is it
no,
just too fast?
I think that he was saying that he didn't set the ball.
25 minutes left to go here in the Bi-District game. Malachi kicks it off. Oh, right off the lips of Leonardo Leon there.
Little chin music for you. Here he goes. He's going to cross it. And that one goes behind the goal.
Boy, Hernandez had to be relieved on that one. That ball had a trajectory of going, oh, he's probably thinking, I don't know how I'm going to stop this one.
You know, some of those that drop from up high right in front of the goal, I mean, we're talking about like, you know, anywhere from 0 to 12 inches can be so deceptive for a goalkeeper right in front of the box.
Yeah, that ball has movement. You don't really notice it from our angle, but if you're the goalie, believe me, they see every type of movement that's on that ball's line.
They put a little English on it.
This will be a corner kick for Gatesville.
Backside.
Ooh, slipped on the turf there. Look at the effort by number 5. I think that's number 5. Is that McCombs
Look at
there?
the speed. My goodness.
Or is that number 9 Blanchard? That's number 9 Blanchard. That was a 200-meter sprint there. And Bonilla is going to get control of this ball. But, I mean, we're about 22 minutes left to go here in the second half, and you've got Blanchard running this thing like he's fresh. I cannot speak enough on Gatesville's level of conditioning here. All right, that looks like that was going to be out on number 19, Giancarlo Valdez-Cisnero. Now, what Ferris needs to do, if they're desperate. They want to get this game to just a one-score game. Right now, 3-1 is not, it's not a blowout by any stretch of imagination. It's far, far from being over. But they definitely need to get a second goal to make things easier on them. That ball was off the feet of Oswaldo Leon here. But if you're Ferris, you feel like you're going to need to get a goal within the next 5 to 6 minutes to be able to stay neck and neck here with Gatesville. As the clock ticks, that 3-1 score tend to seem to get further and further and further away.
Yeah, I noticed that when you hold a lead like that and time is getting closer to the end, it seems to take longer to chase those balls down.
It does,
whenever
right?
It comes back in.
Especially if you're the one that's leading and you're like, I'll get that ball slowly, kind of jogging in place thing. Number 16, Daniel Rodriguez-Rivas.
Oh.
Ooh, we got a yellow jacket falling to the turf, and is that going to draw a penalty kick?
I think they're calling a corner kick on this.
Okay.
Another corner kick. There is no shortage of corner kicks and balls being thrown in tonight. Just saying.
Yeah. This is our 10th total corner kick.
Okay, now watch the placement of the ball. Backside of the goal. That way the goalkeeper has to turn around and then everything comes back at him the opposite direction.
Good job by Malachi getting that out of danger zone for Gatesville. But here comes Ferris now. Continue to strike. desperately looking for that second goal, and they are coming through.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's not in a good zone at all for Gatesville. And is that going to bring up a kick?
You can tell by the sound in the stands, the Gatesville community.
But you know what, though?
They wasn't happy about that, but I think that as much as
But he has done these before.
Yeah, it's a tough one right there. You create the penalty inside the goalkeeper's box, and this is what happens.
Boy, if you're Bonilla, this is where you wish you can have like Jack Armstrong or Leonardo coming out here and flying around the ball. And
he has to be on. The official was probably reminding him that he has to be on the line, and
here we go
until the ball is kicked.
And this is number 10, Neri Nahara.
Bonilla down here trying to.
Here we go. Kick is up, and it's going to be a score. Nahara with the score, so it's going to bring the score to 3-2, and I think we're going to go to commercial break.
Higginbotham Brothers, serving communities for over 140 years. At Higginbotham's, we have always been committed to our local community. Shop our store for our full line of building supplies. Choose from our top brands like all our steel products. Check out our full line of Valspar paints. We are your hunting and fishing headquarters, so come in for your hunting and fishing license. Higginbotham's proudly supports Gatesville athletics. Go Hornets!
This game is brought to you by your Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas.
All right, so that was a good score, penalty kick, scored via penalty kick by Neri Nahara for the Ferris Yellow Jackets, and now they get that elusive second goal that they've been trying to get this second half. So it is a one-goal game, anyone's game here. Again, the game slightly tilted in Gatesville's favor, but as of late now, Ferris has been in control down here in the Gatesville zone. And you want to talk about tension? Can you imagine doing a shootout?
Not really.
In playoffs?
I would rather not talk about tension like that.
My goodness.
All right. It doesn't get any better than shootouts in the playoffs, man.
No.
That's exciting stuff.
And like we've said, Lee, time and time again, neither one of these two teams are here by accident. You got to earn your spot here, and Ferris Yellow Jackets and the Gatesville Hornets certainly did that, and they are putting down their case full display tonight.
The gentlemen start to blow the whistle more than the dwarfs in the Snow White movie.
Where those doors are, like CGI things running around. Oh, that's going to go right past Blanchard and out of bounds, and that's going to be, oh, no, they're going to keep it. But either way, Ferris has possession of the ball. Rivas now dribbles it around, tries to drive around Silva. Now Ferris having life as of late.
Man, this is going to be another corner kick. And Yellow Jackets really racking up the corner kicks.
You ain't kidding.
Watch the backside kick here. Watch the backside kick. Over the top to the backside of the goal. This guy has been doing it so well tonight.
So it's like going to drop around number 22. Oh. Look like they were trying to drop it down around Andres Aru. And it's still not out of the danger zone yet, and Bonilla just does a
he
high
contested
pressure.
that one.
Yeah. Man,
that's beautiful.
Wow. That's going to be on your ESPN You Got Moss segment. As Bonilla high pointed that ball, he had about two defenders around him. Or I guess technically he's the defender, and he had two offenders around him.
I was offended by that.
Yeah, it felt weird. It felt like it was like a crime. Once again, Ferris looking to strike. Malachi has other plans. Bonilla says, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Gives his team a chance to reset here. We've got 18:26 left to go here in this ball game. 3-2. Neither team running away from this. And that's going to be off the head. Look like number 15, Victor Torres. Now, we talked about the speed of the Gatesville Hornets. Look at the speed of Ferris now. And they're showing that they're conditioned too. Gatesville's not the only team. It looks like they let the team play on. They didn't call any whistle on that contact.
I know. I was looking back and forth to see if anybody was going to raise a flag, if we was going to hear the toot of the whistle, but
what we do have is a throw, right? If anybody's keeping score here. Well, this is the 194th throw. I'm kidding. I don't really know. I'm just throwing that number out there.
And you wonder why soccer players go to the weight room. It's to condition for throw-ins.
Yeah, it's why they got 0% body fat on their bodies.
Okay, so Gatesville just makes a change and puts Silva back in as well as...
Looks like Medina's coming in.
Frankie Medina.
Now this is going right back into Gatesville zone here. Oh my goodness, number 22 was wide open. Luckily, Gatesville's there to defend it, but Andrews Aru was out there and he had nothing but real estate if he could have gotten the ball. 17 minutes left, just under 17 minutes left. The plot is thickening, as is the tension. Ferris now looks to set up shop right back in Gatesville's area. In the last 10 minutes, Lee, this game has been taking place in the Gatesville zone quite a bit. How much conditioning do you think you have to be a ref? You got to be still conditioned too, right? I mean, it's...
Well, if you're the field ref, yes. Ooh. The sideline refs, there's not a lot to do there, but... if they call multiple games, they'll swap the guys out on that.
You think a ref has ever blown a phantom whistle just to get an extra breath? Just, I know what I saw. I know what I saw.
I'm willing to bank on that.
Oh, my goodness. That was Silva and number 3, Silva of Gatesville, and number 3 of Ferris, Daniel Diaz, are colliding with each other, just incidental, clean contact.
Wow, what a kick by Hernandez there. He's got a good foot on him, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh, he's got 2 of them.
Yeah. Not one of them bad at all.
Not one bad. Otherwise, he'd be walking in a circle.
Where are you going? Right here.
All right, there's number 3 there. Daniel Diaz throwing that back out there, or kicking it back out there. And that's going to be to lead out to another throw. And this should be Daniel Davis. Making the throw in for Ferris. All right, now the ball is now in Ferris zone temporarily, and Ferris says, oh, well, I don't know about all that. And that ball, 1 minute the ball's going 50 miles per hour one way, and then it's turned right back around here, and there's Leonardo here. Oh, and the refs are going to call this one.
Call it offsides.
Might be a good call. Ball just got away and created the offside penalty there.
That's one of the benefits of playing your fullback defenses so far forward is offensive front linemen can get. What did he whistle there?
A little bit of confusion here, and
maybe he was talking to the 2 players, felt like they were.
Anybody lost their keys? Oh, it looks like the ref did right down there.
Man, look at that kick. Not
you
bad.
ever think these guys get a headache as many balls bounce off their head like that?
No, but they will go bald by about 50.
You used to be a soccer player, right? Huh? Yeah, I can tell.
Oh, gosh. I'm sorry. I just snorted on live TV there. You had the ball too much, you'll go bald by the time you're 50. I told you, man, it sounds like a dragster chirping second gear going down the strip.
Tell what, here comes, there's a shot on goal right here, right in the hands of Bonilla. I mean, that ball had a purpose, but it was right to Bonilla. Well placed, well played. And there is 13 minutes left to go in this matchup, and it is just
look at Bonilla taking advantage of the air up there.
Yeah, he's got the downwind. The wind is bad. Good call there, Lee. He's taking full advantage of it. That was like an 80-yard kick that he just did.
Well, why not?
Yeah. Now we're seeing a little bit of the Gatesville offense slow down just a little bit, looking like, it's starting to get late in the game now. Let's see who can dig deep and. Oh my goodness! Oh gosh, right. That was almost a shot on goal, just off to the right, and from the right angle, it looked like that was going in behind Bonilla, but Bonilla being able to get enough on it and push that to the right a little.
That was close enough that all of the coaching staff on the Gatesville sideline just sucked the oxygen off of here.
Yeah. Again, goes how tense things are going right here. The fans on both sides feel it, the players on both sides feel it, and the coaches on both sides are probably getting stomach ulcers right now.
But you know what? This is the type of intensity you expect from the by-district playoffs.
Well, you earn the right to get the games to feel like this, to matter this much, and you can certainly feel it. It's got playoff soccer's got a different atmosphere. Everyone's faster, quicker. And right now, Ferris Yellow Jackets and Gatesville Hornets duking it out to see who is going to have the right to face Diamond Hill in the next round. Man, almost how'd they get away with no pushing on that? That seemed like a lot of contact, no refs blowing, and I like it. Let them play. Looking like here comes Ferris to strike, and that is 3 points during the fall, but no points during soccer.
Hey, you know what? I think I would have to contest on this end over here. Is it me or is that goal look like it's leaning?
It does. It really does. It's not just the angle, I'm guessing, but boy, it does seem like it has a little lean to it.
It's one of those deals where you're going to kick the field goal. Look.
Excuse me, miss. Is your name Eileen?
Oh.
That's your sign of getting old, too. I feel the same way. I can never get into a recliner without saying, oh.
That was that joint right there.
Bones. As my co-host Lee is rearranging his bones back over here.
The shoulder joint is connected to the...
Did you just see, it looked like Blanche was out there playing hacky sack, and the footwork of both these teams is phenomenal. How they're able to be coordinated and have the dexterity to dribble the ball like that when they're being defended. Jack Armstrong, he's played a lot of minutes tonight. He's ran around. I like to see
a lot of minutes.
Too bad he's not wearing a Fitbit or something. I'm curious to see how many miles him and Hector Silva run during a game.
What are they called? Pedometers?
I'm going to say yes, but I don't.
One of those on his waist and just see how he does.
Sounds like something that they put on your sleeve to check for your blood pressure. But what'd you call it?
I think it's called a pedometer.
A pedometer.
Yeah. That's what we used to use back in the old school.
Oh, we got a foot race now. Oh my goodness. Great instinctual decision by Bonilla, not hesitating. If he hesitated just a split second, Yellow Jacket would have tried to score into an empty net.
And we have now officially broke under the 10-minute mark left in this game. And we're now at the point of the game where as the seconds tick on, the intensity gets more and more
want to credit both
intense.
You're not lying. Want to credit to both coaching staffs and both teams. We haven't seen emotions play a big part in this. Neither team being, I'm hoping I don't jinx it, but neither team doing anything dirty. They're trying to win this game as clean as they can. And that ball is going to go right out of bounds. And number 18 of the Yellow Jackets, I'm sorry, Lee, go ahead.
No, I was you're doing great.
Giovanni Rodriguez here.
Giovanni.
Throws it in. We haven't seen that in a while. This is a dangerous situation for Gatesville. Ferris looks to score, or looks a chance to score, I mean. Just past Hector Silva.
He just barely missed that one. And I'm going to tell you, it would have been dangerous for Ferris had he intercepted that one because there was one defender between him and the goal.
And let me tell you, I do not want to be in a foot race with Hector Silva. He can beat anybody out here on this field, including the refs. So that's going to be number 15 coming in for Leon, number 15 being Diego Gomez for Gatesville.
Who did they sub in?
They subbed in Diego Gomez.
4.
It was Leonardo, number 17. I am learning so much today.
That's what I'm here for.
All right. We've got number 5, Adele Rubio for Ferris. And I'm telling you right now, Ferris has actually had control in the last 15 minutes to almost 20 minutes of this game. It's been played mostly in this Gatesville zone. And once again, another possible scoring opportunity for Ferris. Gatesville fighting like they have been. They're not called the Fighting Hornets for no reason, folks. I'm not sure if they actually called the Fighting Hornets there. I'm just...
They are the Fighting Hornets.
I think I've seen it on the band band trailer before. Uh-oh.
Wakanda for... No.
Oh, Lee, we're on here. I think Lee misses calling.
What kind of call was that? I got my deodorant.
Yeah. That would be a good Old Spice commercial. Dun, 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 dun.
We're just throwing out ideas for NFHS for sponsorship.
Yes. We've got a great Ford commercial lineup. Why not throw some Old Spice in there?
See if they can round up Gerard Butler.
Yeah, oh, man, God, yeah.
I think he would be the new quintessential spokesperson for Old Spice.
Yeah, I'm always seeing him on there, yeah. It's ironic if he would smell like a bag of onions, he doesn't use the product.
That is Gordon's Fisherman.
Oh, yeah.
If my wife heard me bad-mouthing Gerard Butler, she would be all over me right now. Anyway, back to the action here on the field.
We have a soccer game, believe it or not, and we got less than 7 minutes. We're clocking down. It's a one-score game here. That ball goes right through Rivas' legs, but Ferris is able to have a defender there picking it up. I think that's Joseph Pacina there, helping his teammate out.
Oh, I was okay. It was a little bit of a delayed call there.
I was going to say it. I knew something was up when the player picked it up like it was a basketball.
Well, the filmer on the other side made the call before the official did.
This is number 16, Daniel Rodriguez Rivas kicks it into a dangerous spot. If you're a Gatesville defender, Ferris looks to strike again here with less than 6 minutes left to go. One-score game. Can Ferris tie it up? Number 16, Daniel Rodriguez will do everything he can to allow that to happen. Ooh, right off the head of Malachi. It looks like Malachi Olvera. He's had some key defensive stops helping his goalie back there.
Here's a piece of trivia for you. We're fixing to do a throw-in. How many has that been in the game?
Oh, it can't be more than 5 or 6.
A couple, a few here, there, a few.
All right, there's a clock stoppage here.
Do tell. And it looks like Bo Kelly's checking back into the game. Under 5 minutes to play in the game.
Ferris trying to do what they can, but had some pushing. Ferris sidelines there. Everyone putting their hands up. I really didn't see anything that was worth blowing, but they did. There was contact being made there.
I think they were doing their sponsorship for deodorant also.
Yeah, they're getting their Old Spice ads in as of late.
Olfactory.
I tell you who hasn't been stinking, and that's Bonilla. He has been pulling his own. It's just like someone just draped him in Old Spice because, speaking of which, Ferris hits. Oh, man, that was off the backhand. Ferris, wow. Number 8, he kicked a shot. Carlos Sateo kicked a shot in the back of his teammate's head as his own teammate was playing defense. This is number 10, Neri Nahara. He scored the last time for Ferris. He's looking to control things for Ferris. And my goodness, it is in danger, stressful zone here for Gatesville. And it looks like they're going to get possession.
But look at Bonilla is in a big hurry to get that ball.
Yeah, he doesn't care if a minute goes by. Make sure there's enough PSI in this air. Should we get another ball to make sure there's good? No, okay. Let me give it to Malachi here.
Wait, give it a little squeeze. See if that's a Brady ball.
322. It's a Brady ball. Yeah. We got Deflategate going on over here.
Oh, was that what that was? I thought that was just a nickname for the balls. Now, whenever you check the air pressure in them.
Dangerous situation here. Bonilla stops that one right there. Great save by that young man.
Fully extended.
He went linear on that.
Went all Superman and everything.
Yeah. Whew.
Oh, my Soldier Boy.
Had about a 30-second when have you listened to Soldier Boy? Had about a 30-second hang time on that Bonilla punt.
Hey, I'm a very eclectic kind of guy.
All right, number 8 there.
I think the official had a question again.
Yeah, he's got his hand up. Carlos Sotia had a great handling there as a Gatesville Hornet defender blew right past him as he just put the brakes on. Did the whole Top Gun, just hit the brakes and they'll fly right by. That's Blanchard on number 10. Neri Nahara. When Neri gets the ball down here, he's very, very dangerous. I mean, I'm seeing bodies falling all over the place. There's effort here, and good job by Malachi clearing it out. That's going to take some time here. It's less than 2 minutes left to go, folks. Can the Gatesville Hornets hold on to their 3-2 lead, or will the Ferris Yellow Jackets tie this game up and send us into some overtime? Boy, I've got chicken skin or goosebumps or whatever you want to call it. It's getting exciting. Gatesville community helping the refs out, saying, hey, you called the guy offsides. What are y'all doing?
Oh, there's nothing funner than armchair commentators.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Why did you call that?
Malachi, off his head. He's got his head in the game as of late.
Are you blind?
Jack Armstrong kicks it. 1:14 left. Ferris going down to their last seconds to make something go, and Gatesville's clearing it out of the zone here. Armstrong hits it off the head, and it goes into the feet of Blanchard. Not a bad idea to cause a throw in. Less than a minute left to go in the ball game. It's 56 seconds left. Believe you me, the Gatesville Hornets are counting the seconds.
I noticed that the Ferris sideline over there helped them get that ball back quickly to get it thrown in.
Oh, look at the support now. We don't need ball chasers when it's inside the minute, right?
There's a support group.
Look at that. Good job right there. Was that Jack Armstrong kicking that ball 50 yards out? It is 33 seconds left to go in this ball game.
Well, the goalkeeper for Ferris has come way out.
Empty net opportunity.
This is last. It's what you call last-ditch efforts right here when your goalkeeper comes out. There's no reason for him to be in the goal box right now at all.
Now, that looked like it was a handball there. It looks like Ferris got away with it. Not a big deal, though. They're not stopping. 14 seconds left to go, folks. Gatesville Hornet fans are at the edge of their seat. Will they pull this one out? 3-2. Ferris is trying to tie. It's 6 seconds left to go, and I don't think they're going to do it. And it looks like Gatesville's going to carry this one out. 3-2, one-score game in this bi-district matchup. Lee, I don't know why I'm yelling. You're sitting right next to me.
Well, the excitement from the Hornet side of the field is erupting right now. And you can see the Ferris players out there on the field. They left it all out there tonight, and it was a hard-fought battle all the way to the end, with the final score being a 1-point deficit.
Well, you talked about it during the game or before the game, Lee. We knew Hector Silva was going to do his thing. But what key person, like you call him the field general, Jack Armstrong had a heck of a game, folks. Everyone on the Gatesville squad had a heck of a game. But let me tell you something. Jack Armstrong was all over the place. the way you were talking. Just real quick thoughts on the game. Hey, congratulations to the Gatesville Hornets for being bi-district champs. One of the differences of the game, the ability to pass, and I'm telling you right now, to be able to full sprint from start to finish, great job by Ferris Yellow Jackets for getting this far as well.
And big congratulations to the Gatesville Hornets on their win. And once again, stay tuned to your local NFHS streamers for the next game that will be coming up. On behalf of NHS Network, this is Lee Jaynes and Jacob Padgett, and we're going to say good night and God bless. Set the camera inside. Oh. Don't get the other one because I'm going to film the trophy presentation.
Lee, I had a bumpy deal with, but I'm starting to get a little bit more comfortable, but I kind of messed up a little at the beginning.